So let's do option 2 now. So option 2 is using a bank credit card that actually includes an extended warranty, so they wouldn't actually have to purchase the extended warranty in the store. But in this case, it's the interest rate of 20%, so even larger than the other option 1 in either the introductory interest rate or the final interest rate. So larger than that. Let's see what we can do on this one. So we're going to set this up using exactly the same method as before. So let's go ahead and let's get option 2 going on here. And we're going to set it up on our TVM solver. We got I, we got PV, PMT, FV, P over Y, and then C over Y. And we're going to see that this is a little bit easier to set up. We have our interest rate as 20%. That's going to be compounded daily. So again, a little bit larger than the other one. His future value is going to be 0. We don't need to split this question up in any way. And his present value is going to be actually just the cost of the TV, which I believe was $1,025, but I'm just going to make sure. Yep. And he's getting that for credit, so it's positive. PMT is going to be -80, and we know the P over Y, he's going to be doing this monthly. So in this case, a lot easier for us to do because it's just one little thing, or it's just one sort of rate that we're paying, and we don't have to split this question up at all. So let's go to our TVM solver and let's input this. We got 20 as our interest rate. Our value that we have credit for is $1,025. That includes the extended warranty with this particular credit card, so we don't need to buy it. Everything else looks pretty good for this one. So we're going to go ahead and solve for our N. And it looks like over here, when we get our N value, it's going to be 14.5. I'm going to round it to 5 months. 2 decimal places are always good. And of course, in this case, we're going to say that this is 15 months. That last 15th month wouldn't be a full $80. However, wouldn't be a full $80, but it would be roughly about half of that, I guess. So let's go ahead and let's get our interest. So we got $80, and we're going to times that by 14.55. We're going to use the non-rounded version here because, again, that last month of payment isn't going to be a full $80 that he's going to owe. However, he is only paying monthly, so that's why we rounded up our answer of how long it's going to take for him to pay it off. 14.55. So the total cost for him purchasing it using option 2 is $1,164. If we take off the initial amount of the TV, we'll see a couple things happen. So 14 minus 9, there we go, 3, 1. So $139 in interest. So let's kind of recap this. Option 1, it took 15 months, basically 14.97 months to pay this off, but 15 months, he had to make 15 payments. And over that course of time, he made he paid in interest $117.60. His total cost was $11.97. If we go back down over here for option 2, it took a little less time, not crazy amount, still 15 months, but in terms of the interest level, he wasn't paying as full of a last month as the other one. Remember, the other one was that 8.97 in the last little one. This one, the decimal is only 0.55. So that last 15 month is going to be a little bit less of a payment than before. His total cost is going to be $11.64, which is, again, a little smaller than that. But interestingly enough, not interestingly enough, but expected, I should say, is that his interest level is higher here. So he has $139 of interest rather than the $117. Let's go back up to these options and let's just kind of see which one he should do. A lot of people, and you'll be surprised by this, but a lot of people would just choose option 2. And the reason why is it's easier. You already have a bank credit card. You don't need to sign up for anything. It includes the extended warranty as well. So even though that you're not paying the extra $55 and you're paying an extra, maybe some people would perceive it as only 1% interest, even though it's a little different than that. They'd say, oh, that's good value. And I don't have to pay the extra $55 in order to get this. Where really option 1, yeah, you're probably going to have to go through a hassle of maybe like signing up for a credit card and maybe some paperwork and things. But at the end of it, you're actually paying less money for or less interest for the device that you have. Overall, you're paying a little bit more money. You can see that it's $1,197 versus $1,164, but you're paying less interest. depending on what you think about this question, there's pros and cons to both of them. I can see people going option 2 because overall they're going to say, oh, I'm paying less money, but you are paying more interest on it. So you're giving that, that entity more of your money, and you get the extended rate or the extended warranty. Option 1, you're paying slightly more money, but overall you're paying less interest. Doesn't really matter which one that we're going to choose here. I can see pros and cons to both of them. And you might see that later on when you are faced with these kind of options in your future. So something to think about here. We've kind of mathematically proven the different things about it. Honestly, if this question just kind of had an extension saying justify which one they should choose, it doesn't really matter which one you say. You just have to make sure that you can back it up with math. You can say that option 1's better because they pay less interest, or you could say that option 2 is better because that they pay it off sooner, and includes the extended warranty. A lot of ways to kind of frame your thinking. I hope I gave you some in this video.